Well, thank you for joining the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gatling and Gino Franti, where we continue debunking the myths. This is Debunk Myth Week, and it's going to be so educational for you that you need to share these videos with your friends, your real estate agents, and so many more, because this is good stuff.
This is a good one. I recommend you just share this one on Facebook, because there's so many people that don't have a concept. And the myth is renting is cheaper than owning.
No. We're going to show you why, a lot of reasons why. And we're going to start with, before we show you the chart, number one, you're going to pay a mortgage. The choice is whether it's going to be yours or someone else's, and the fact that a homeowner has a greater net worth by 46 times greater than a renter.
Yeah, so what do we mean by you're always going to pay a mortgage? I know you hear us say that a lot, but think about it for 1 second. Let's say that you're renting a home right now. Someone owns that home, and someone most likely has a mortgage on that home. And your rent is most likely covering all, if not part, of their mortgage. So you are paying a mortgage. It might as well be yours.
All right, so let's show you a really great chart that we use called Mortgage Coach Edge. Thanks to our good friend Dave Savage and the crew. This is a great way to show you the exact facts and numbers of renting versus owning. So we use this scenario just out here in California. Standard rent right now, I'm going to highlight it here, bing, about $2,400 a month in rent.
Yep, that's pretty common out here, Don. That gets you like a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath little house in a decent area, so normal rent.
Right. So what we did is we also compared it with a $400,000 house.
Okay, that's about right. You know, you could probably get a $400,000 house as a similar home to the one that you can rent for $2,400. I would probably argue that, you know, you might even need to spend $2,600 to find a $400,000 house, but let's be conservative.
And then you'll need a big, more expensive house. But just for round numbers, a $400,000 house, if you go with VA, zero down, look at this. Here is your total payment.
Right around in the same payment, right? So we're trying to compare apples to apples here. Same payment every single month, rent versus owning. And what else? What does that give us, Don?
Well, basically $2,400. I'll go into the benefits later. We're just gonna go down the line. 3.5% down. Look at your payment. Real close to what your total payment was for rent. 5% down. Right around the same area. And 10% down. It's actually less than what you're paying in rent. Here's the bennies. Tax benefit. Bing, see that? That's a tax benefit.
So this assumes that you're in a 25% federal tax bracket.
Correct.
Okay? So
Thank
this,
you.
you know, talk to your CPA if there's actually tax benefit or not for purchasing a home. But most people here in California buying a $400,000 home get some sort of tax benefit from buying a home.
All right, so for the VA, that's $445 a month is a tax benefit between your property taxes and the interest you're paying. Boom, here you go, $390 for FHA, $400 for 5%, and almost $400 for 10% down.
Okay, so that basically, if you were to look at those, that kind of wipes out the $400 part of it, and it kind of puts your net payment at around close to $2,000.
But wait, there's more.
So I don't mean to be like an infomercial here.
All right, so what's nice is part of that payment you pay goes towards your principal, basically a giant savings account. So principal paid, boom, almost $600 a month of your payment goes towards your principal on the VA, $618 for FHA, and so on. You can see a big portion.
Time out. What I want to make sure everyone pays attention to is that seems like an awful lot of principal to be paying out of this small payment. And if you've been in the game for a long time, you'll realize that those are large principal payments for payments day one. The reason is interest rates are so low. If interest rates were 6%, those principal payments would not be that big.
Good point, Gino. So take advantage of low interest rates. All right, so here's the beautiful thing. Your net monthly payment, boom. Look at this, net monthly payment of VA, $1,418. That's all in, $1,418, $1,528, $1,500. So basically between $1,400 and $1,500 per month is your net payment.
So you're saving just about $1,000 a month if you're buying a home. So what does that do for you over time?
Okay, so here's the beautiful, let's go over here to right. This is your potential net worth with your principal reduction and potential appreciation of 3% a year. So basically your net worth in just 10 years, putting zero down on a VA loan, $400,000 price, boom, $215,000 net worth, $233 for the FHA because you start off with a little bit of equity position, and 5% down, looking at $240, 10% down, $256,000 net worth. I don't know about you, Gino, but trying to save $250,000 over 10 years, that's pretty tough to do.
That's very hard to do, Don. That means you need to put away $25,000 a month. Now, wait a second. If you need to put away $25,000 a year, I apologize for that. That's $2,000 a month you need to put away to do this. So wait a second, if you're paying $2,400 a month in rent, that means you'd have to find a place for $400 somewhere, I don't know, under a bridge or something.
Or stay with your parents, but then you're spending your money anyways.
Yeah.
Here's the last thing we want to put out. This is a big number. That $2,400 a month in just 5 years, look at that number, almost $153,000 being paid to rent versus these net numbers right here.
So the bottom line, Don, is as we always say, it's a great idea to buy a home. The down payment doesn't affect your net worth so much. Get in now while the rates are cheap. It's going to give you the lowest net payment, and you'll be glad you did.
And make sure you work with a direct lender that uses the Mortgage Co software so they can give these breakdowns for you to see in black and white why homeownership is great. It's the best way to gain net worth for the rest of your life. And you're right here in the National Real Estate Cafe, where you can get these sent to your phone daily by texting NREC to number 58885, or check us out at nrecafe.com.